Hello everybody, my name is Drew and welcome back to more Sky Factory 3. I'm hanging out here in the old blood temple. And well, actually I want to show you guys this. Remember we started working on the actual altar itself last episode and we were doing a bunch of different stuff regarding it. Well, we now have a tier 2 blood altar. And that is because I was able to make these blank runes and put them down. As I was explaining last episode, if you guys remember, the tier 1 altar is just a blood altar by itself, and the the bottom, oh look at that, it'll actually tell me I don't actually need my divination sigil anymore. Look at that. The first major tier is of course just putting down this first layer of runes. And as I was explaining last episode as well, we could build our whole altar out of these blank runes. These are the only requirement for the rune array, right? You don't need any of the other runes that you can create. Those are all addition to make I'm having trouble talking. They are all additions that you can add to your altar to make it more efficient, hold more, gather more, whatever it is, right? And there's different things that we'll get into as we go along. But that's it, we now have the tier 2 altar, which means if we have enough essence, I can now take some of the blank slates that I created and make the next tier, which I believe is infused, if memory serves. Or reinforced, that's what it is. Reinforced slate. Now the blank slates, like I said last time as well, don't really have a lot of uses in much money, or I guess, how do I want to say this? They don't have a lot of uses in a lot of different recipes. They serve as basic stuff like speed runes, the base for the coat of arms in Bloodletters pack. Both of these are really good. They are more used for, like, the coat of arms, I believe, does damage to other mobs, and the Bloodletters pack is something that helps you personally generate more LP, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. I gotta go look it up to be specific. But there are various different things you can use it for, but it's fairly limited. The next stage is much more interesting to us, and that is the reinforced. The reinforced is used in, more critically, the rune of sacrifice and the rune of self-sacrifice. As I said before, there are two different methods of gathering LP. You can sacrifice yourself or you can sacrifice other creatures. The less damaging and more useful version would be sacrificing other stuff, right? You want the rune of sacrifice, and we'll get into how you can automatically generate LP and all that kind of stuff. But self-sacrifice, if you were wanting to run that route, then the rune of self-sacrifice is absolutely the way to go. It's also fairly good early game when you don't have the ability to continuously generate LP passively, or you don't want to worry about mob farms and all that kind of stuff. It all depends on your playstyle and, of course, your mod pack. If you're in Sky Factory 3 and you haven't gotten any ability to spawn mobs other than just drop tower stuff, I would fully recommend that you go the self-sacrifice route until you can change your system over. But to start the episode, we're not going to really do a lot of blood magic stuff. We're actually going to address something that I've been meaning to do for quite a while now, and was brought up in last video and probably videos before that. I'm going to try and make an angel ring. The angel ring is a method of flying that's effectively creative flight. The problem is it's not easy to get, or wasn't easy to get. I think I have everything I need to get it now. Hey, where's the rest of this stuff? Why have you not loaded in? There it is. That's interesting. There's a chunk area here. It's very interesting. Why are you all friggity fucked? That's weird. I'm gonna reload my game. I'll be right back, guys. Hey, that looks a little better. Okay, what were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about the getting an angel ring. Angel rings were looking. It was looking like it was going to be a pain in the butt, but it's mentioned that I should have the materials to make one now, and I haven't looked in a while. So I'm going to trust it. But let's take a look. Angel ring. It's just a much easier way of getting around. Okay, so there is a lot of different rings. I use grid power. We'll need more grid power. But how do I actually get... Aha, there we go. So this is the way you do it. There's the ring of flying squid. And then you need, so we need a golden lasso with a bat, and a an evil lasso with a ghast. Now there is a way to get ghast using witch water and a squid, so we're good there. What else do we need? So let's go with the ring. Let's start with the basic one. So we'll need a golden lasso with a chicken, some iron, some resonating redstone crystals, which we can easily make a couple of. Oh, look at that. I just got an achievement for making that. Look and go me. I guess I want to use that angel ring. And let's go ahead. Now I just need a golden lasso. I know I have golden lassos. At least I thought I did. Oh, I do. And it's even got a chicken in it. Look at that. It would appear that I was actually trying to make this. So this guy, Flight Like the Majestic Beast, uses 1 grid power. So now, how do I actually brown cow this? Now, do I have to wear it, I wonder? Let's try doing that. Uses 1 GP. Do I have to shift click it? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, I see how it goes. Okay, so watch this. So I'm going to go up here, and now I have to turn that off. And now if I double it, yeah, you can see that I kind of hover there for a minute. You fly more or less the length that a chicken can fly, is what I'm seeing anyway. How much GP do we currently have, by the way? We have 1 grid power in use. We have 6 generated. Okay. Now I need, what is this? What does it say I needed for this? Oh, okay, no, I'm hovering right now, that's why. But you can see there the little bar that's popped up that's going over the armor bar. If I turn my... Yeah, you can see it go there. Cool, okay, so that's our first tier ring. You use this, and I can make the ring of the squid by grabbing a golden lasso of a squid. Okay, that's easy enough to do. Let's go do that. These rings are very interesting. The tiers system is a little different from what it used to be. It also used to require an activation of a divine sigil, I think. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it didn't need that. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. We want a golden lasso. Let's go grab ourselves a squid. It's probably easier if I just to go like this, isn't it? Alright, Mr. Squid, come here, you. Gonna need one of you again in a minute, but we're gonna take that. And we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna make ourselves the next tier of ring. My headphones are super loud today. Alright, so we want to make angel ring again. It's easier just to go by the nesting here. And we're going to say, Ring of the Flying Squid, go ahead and make me that, please. And there you have it. Ring of the Flying Squid, jet propulsion, uses 16 GP. So we need to make more GP. And the only method I know of making it that's easy enough would be a lava, I believe it's a lava generator or a... Yeah, the lava mill. So we need to make a whole lot of lava mills is what we need to do. Because they each make... How much does this guy make? 2 GP. Okay. Ooh, we're out of those little... We're out of the little things. How did we get out of those little things? What are those little things? Oh, the ender shard. Right. Right. Okay, so let's make those ender shards then. Is all of it lava factory controller? Excuse me? Lava factory. Can produce blocks of lava, give it... Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. If you're having trouble generating lava in large volumes, but you can produce a lot of RF from, say, a giant reactor, you can, instead of wasting time melting lava down and doing it that way, you could just generate lava with a lava factory. It does work. It is a thing that you can do. You don't need it. It's a little OP. It's one of those things where you're like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll do it because we can. And we have the power to do it at that point, right? It might be something we'll do just for giggles to show you guys what it's like. Oh, shit. I've got so many recipes going here. Okay, how many of these do I actually have? Suppose I can just make a whole bunch of ender shards like that. And now if I make... Now I can go, and I'll make how many? 33 of them. 33 should be enough. In fact, I guarantee you I won't even be able to make 33. I can make 6 more. There you go. And we make 12 grid power. We need 16 to make this ring work. So, what I want to do is we're going to come down here like that then. Put my backpack's on. And we're going to put this stuff. How do I want to make this happen? Here, we're going to move the hoe around, but what we'll do is we'll do that. And we'll do that. And then this should, with fairly little trouble, generate us a lot more of that. There we go. So how much GP are we generating now? 12, and we need 16. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, so now we're making 18. So if I were to throw this ring... Oh, I get much longer flight. Look at me go. That's not too bad. It's really not too bad when you think about it. That's not ideal, obviously. But it's better than anything. Let's go ahead. We're going to try and get to that final tier now. So I need some witch water. I'm going to make a barrel. I should have extra barrels somewhere. And one of these probably would make sense? Question mark. Oh, yep, there we go. Grab an extra barrel. I'm going to throw that down there. And what I can do is I can slap that barrel right there. And we're going to grab a bucket. And I should be able to... Oh, it won't let me take that because it's almost... Oh, that's at 92? Okay. I'm going to right spam click and see if I can grab this bucket of witch water before it gets used. Oh, I did. Okay, so we got witch water. And I don't even need to worry about that then. Where is a good spot to do this? Oh, let's make sure we've got our lasso of evil or whatever. Ooh, do I should have one. I know I've got one somewhere because I used that, didn't I? Now my guess would be if it's not in our system, it's got to be in our bag. And aha, curse lasso, perfect. So we're gonna throw. Let's clean up things. Let's put that away. The demonic will can stay. I don't need my builder's wand. Let's get rid of some of the. Let's get rid of that guy. He can go away. See what else is in here that we don't really need. We'll put the hoe in there. Again, don't really need that hoe, but why not? And we'll throw that blood orb in there as well. And I can actually put my other bauble back on. There you go. Alright, let's go grab ourselves both another squid, and then eventually we're going to grab a ghast. So there's our squid. And then, you know what? Let's just build a little pool. I think a little pool is probably the way to go here. Actually, what we can do is we'll go like this. This guy needs to get broken in the middle. This actually is perfect, and we're going to get this obsidian back too. Because this has been sitting here doing nothing forever. We really don't need it right now. I'm not opening any more of those stupid icosahedrons or whatever the hell they're called. We should open more of those though, because they're actually kind of cool. Okay, so we're going to throw down our witch water. Pop a squat right in the middle. And then I'm going to grab our... We're going to want both of these side by each. So I'm going to throw that guy in there. Oh! Hi, bud. No. Why can't I... Oh, fuck, I need to get him down to 2 hearts. I'm just going to punch him. Oh, that's loud. Got him. Oh. If that was super loud for you guys, I'm real sorry. Because that was really loud. Good lord. What was the other thing we needed? Did I need another one of these? Hold on. I needed a bat. I need a bat. Shit. I can never catch bats. Oh, know what? No, I think I've got bat bags. I should actually have... If memory serves, I should have a spawn egg for bats still. Or at the very least more bat bags. Because I know we had a lot of bat bags at one point. The question now is, what the hell did you do with them, Drew. I can not even say my own name today. Look at me go. Okay, So we're going to throw that down. Hey, buddy. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Oh, you son of a bitch. Get over here. There he is. Thank you. Oh, I'm so excited. Now, we need a lot of GP to make this work, which is unfortunate. How do I make stone burnt? Again, stone burnt. In the resonator, polished stone. Polished stone is that. Okay, so we want to go. So we want polished stone, which is made using stone bricks, I guess. So we'll make stone bricks. And we'll go 3 of those. I like make 4 because we'll make a whole stack. And now that makes polished stone. Wait, what? How did I make only 4? What? What? I'm so oh no, I know what happened. Duh. Duh, 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 duh. I still have this thing running, don't I? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, no, you can turn that off. Thank you. It was like I was sure I still had some of this left. I really do, but I did not. I did not put it away. I'm a bad person. Okay, we're going to throw all this in here now. Hey, there we go. Okay, so we've got 2 polished stone. Oh, no, we want... fine, doesn't matter. So we're going to go to the resonator. And now the resonator is... What do I do with the resonator? Oh, man, I have misplaced so many things. Okay, resonator. We can just slap the resonator down there because it doesn't really matter. Now, how fast do you go? You need 8 GP, but we're generating far more than that. So that's good. But I do need to make some speed upgrades for this bad boy. And that's probably going to cost me a little bit, but I think in the long run this will be worth it. Oh, shit. What do you need to make the speed upgrades then? Of course. Alright, well, I'm just going to let this guy run. I'll be back when these guys are done. And we have enough GP to make the angel ring work. And then we'll spend the last little bit of the episode working on our blood altar, because that's actually supposed to be the focus. But angel ring takes priority. I'm tired of falling to my death. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, we should have enough grid power to actually power this thing. So, we need to make it... Let's do this. We need a ring, we need the golden lasso, and we need the cursed lasso, and that makes us an angel ring. So now, would you look at that? As long as I have enough grid power, which currently we're using 36, these will generate 1, which I'll put more on just for daytime use. At some point, I'm sure. We don't really need it. At nighttime, we still generate over I think we generate 66 now. Because here's how many of these mills we have. This whole one side right down to the end, and then almost down to the end on this side as well. And we're missing, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them? Now, here's one thing that does suck. These only generate 2 GP. That is it. They will not generate any more. You can't stack them. You can't layer them. If I put them on the bottom, they don't do anything. They must be at the same level horizontally as lava, and they only make 2. So even though there's lava on both sides of this one, it still only makes 2. Very, very disappointing. So there's that. There is that to consider. So this is not a more efficient design than, say, having separated more, whatever, or just having one big pool and putting it around it, I guess. But at any rate, we do have enough GP to use this thing. We don't actually need to use our regular jetpack. Now, the question is, can I... Yeah, I'm still super fast while I'm using this. Excellent. And all you got to do to turn it off is double tap your spacebar and it's off. And we're on. Excellent. I'm pretty much going to be flying most of the time now. Who needs to be on the ground? And I'm never going to run out of power as long as we're generating GP. And I might want to make more of these lava mills at some point just to ensure that we have a decent surplus. But it's not like it's draining and constantly having to be refilled the same way that a regular power network is. So long as I'm not producing anything in either of the resonators or some other extra utilities machine, then we're good. It's fine. We don't need to worry about how much power we're generating. As long as we have more than what it requires to run the ring, which is 32, you're golden. We're golden. One thing to note, GP, and I mentioned this a long time ago, user specific, not global. So if you're sharing a base with somebody and there's a whole bunch of lava mills down, you will have to have your own network. And I believe that is just placing your own stuff in order to have a GP network that functions like that. At least that is my understanding. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But that is the way that GP was explained to me. But at any rate, let's go talk about this goddamn platform over here. I want to talk about our altar. We need to make it a little more efficient, because right now we don't generate that much LP at a base. Let's see how much we've got in here right now. We have got 5,496 in here. If I hit myself one time with the sacrificial dagger, it gives us another 200. No, not a horrible thing. Actually, what is that? Is that straight up 200? Oh, it doesn't actually keep that in my record. Okay, so 65696 splat. Yeah, it does, straight 200. And if I go to our incense stuff, this guy will get all supercharged. And the survey will say, I think it's 2,000. I think it's 2,000. Yeah, 2,000. So 2,000 LP per that. Not too terrible. But there's better ways of going about things. Since we don't have to worry about spawning mobs yet, we've already got the ability to spawn mobs at the demand. We're not going to bother with the self-sacrifice. We are instead going to go straight for runes of sacrifice, which is why I've kept these blank states blank. I haven't done anything with them. I haven't made more runes. I would like to instead convert some of these blank runes into the runes of sacrifice. And if we look at sacrifice as well, there is the dagger of sacrifice, not to be confused with the sacrificial dagger. The dagger of sacrifice is, we need a tier 2, 3,000 LP. This is what you use to sacrifice other mobs and get their LP. Please don't think that you're going to use a sacrificial dagger. Wrong instrument entirely. But we need to be able to make that. So, to do that, and we want runes of regular sacrifice, I guess we'll work on making our mob platform kill next episode, but I just want to make these runes for this episode, because that seems like a logical next step for us. Eat a sandwich, and then we're not killing ourselves to try and make this thing work. So I need an iron sword, first of all. So we're going to make ourselves an iron sword. And now I want to make runes of sacrifice. So what do we need for that? We'll need a reinforced slate, the blank runes, and everything else. Okay, so we've got the blank runes already. Easy peasy. You can also reuse the runes that are already present on your altar. As long as you're not in the middle of doing something that requires a specific tier, you can take these on and add them at will. It doesn't break anything or any of that. One thing to say, if you have capacity runes, I don't know if the altar will remember its capacity. And so say you, like right now we have 10,000, you put a couple capacity runes in there and now you've got like 1,500 or 15,000, say, right? You make your array and everything and you do all your nonsense. You're like, oh shit, I don't know that I really want to put those capacity runes there. I'm going to balance them out by putting them somewhere else. Problem. I don't think when you return to 15,000, if you had a filled altar, it'll probably drain itself to whatever max tier it can. Or max volume that it can, but it won't restore what was there. It's not like a tank. So whenever you're doing that kind of change to your capacity, I would recommend that you take your blood orb, which you can totally do, and I'll show you guys how this works in just a second, because we're going to convert this guy real quick into the sacrificial dagger. So the way it'll work, the blood orb will absorb any LP that is in the altar. Doesn't matter what orb you're using, you can use any orb you want. It'll all do the same job. It'll put everything that's there in the altar into your network of stuff, which if you remember, I'll right click and show you guys. Current essence is 876. That's what's in my personal life essence network. It's kind of like the GP network in that regard. Hey, there we go. And how much we got left in there? 4,000. Bless. So there's our dagger of sacrifice. Not going to do too much with that just yet. Let's go convert these guys. So how much do we need to convert those? Each one is going to take 2,000 LP. So we can make 2 runes of sacrifice, which we were going to do. And then next episode, we'll do the business, and I'll work a little bit to set it up, but we'll do a majority of it next week, or next episode, not next week, next episode. Later this very week is a point of fact. Now, how fast are you? Are you done? Oh, you didn't even convert. Look at you go. Did I lose that essence? I did. Look at that. So there's something else. If you interrupt a process, you don't get the essence back. So that kind of stinks. I'm gonna go heat myself up with this bad boy. So we're gonna go over here. Perfect. We still have enough to use this. 36 of 56. Ooh, that is good. I'm glad I made the extra now, because we definitely would have not been able to do that. And because this is a tier 2 altar, it doesn't bother trying to go to the next phase. That is also something. I think I mentioned this as well, but we'll talk about it right again. If you leave a slate in an altar, it will continue to try and make the next tier of slate until there's either no essence left, or conversely, when you take it out. It doesn't automatically stop or reach the max slate that altar can produce. So for example, for this, we can only make a second tier slate. It's not going to keep using LP. It can't use it to do anything else. It doesn't know about those recipes. So we're safe on that. We can kind of walk away. Later on though, when we're trying to mass produce slates and stuff, you're going to need some sort of either, if you want to walk away, you're going to need some sort of automation to pull the next tier slate out of that. Oh, we're going to go boop and do that. Fills our guy up with LP. You're going to need some sort of automation. I think what we can do to semi-automate this will be having a item filter on each side and have blank rune, reinforced rune, and have filters set up so that blank rune gets inserted, then goes out. In, out. Just like that. And that'll be how we kind of make a whole lot at one time. But there we go. And I'll show you how to make the actual rune now. We're gonna need a network over here, I think, because this is gonna have its own storage, or I can make a storage room for it. Doesn't really make a difference what method I choose to use. Okay, so we want to make a rune of sacrifice. So the rune of sacrifice is always gonna look like that, but of course we're missing our orb, and the orb, like many, oh, where'd that go? I just put that somewhere. There we go. Orb. Give me orb. There we go. So we're going to take the orb and we're going to slap it down there. We're going to put a second reinforced slate. Oh, is that not... What do I... Is it a minimum tier to use? Magician's Apprentice, Transcendent, Archmage, Magician. Oh, I need a Magician's Blood Orb. I can't even make these yet. Son of a gun. Can I make those? No. Wow, it really okay, so they've changed this up a lot. So the minimum tier we need then is a tier 3. Interesting. So this is going to take a little bit longer to set up. We can still set up our automatic mob killing next episode, but we won't get any bonus LP from it, and that's fine. We'll continue on. So this has been a bit of a learning experience. They've definitely changed how the mod functions, and I for one am actually kind of curious to see how deep this goes now. It's going to be very interesting, guys. At any rate, if you liked the episode, suppose if we'll have to call this an end because we're running out of time, go ahead and leave a like. You can always find other work I've done in the description box below. And of course, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.